Have you ever heard the saying, it's not what you know, but it's who you know? Actually, I hear this quite a bit, and especially in hockey, you hear parents chatter about this all the time in the rinks. It's about who you know, what positions you can kind of finagle your way in. It's about the politics. I think, honestly, there is some truth to it in the hockey world, but it's not the end-all be-all, and I'll illustrate it with a couple examples. What's going on, guys? This is Braden from Advanced with Hockey Advising here, and today we're going to be talking everything politics in hockey and if who you know is actually that important in hockey. So, have you ever heard the saying, it's not what you know, but it's who you know? Actually, I hear this quite a bit, and especially in hockey, you hear parents chatter about this all the time in the rinks. It's about who you know, what positions you can kind of finagle your way in. It's about the politics. Politics in hockey is everything. Now, before I give my thoughts here, quick reminder, as always, to absolutely destroy that like button. If you do, there's going to be a picture of a baby kitten at the end of the video. You're going to be highly rewarded, so definitely watch to the end. Smash that like button. Also, if you're new here, consider hitting that subscribe button and notification bell so you never miss another video moving forward. So my 2 cents here on this whole topic, I think honestly there is some truth to it in the hockey world, but it's not the end-all be-all, and I'll illustrate it with a couple examples. Okay, so let's say in minor hockey, let's say it's a Bantam AAA team, and you have 2 players. Both are really good. One actually might be slightly better than the other player, but this player here, player B, has a dad that's the manager on the team. Okay, and they're really good friends with the coach and all this stuff. Oftentimes player B will make it instead of player A. Okay, even if the player A is slightly better. Not always. Sometimes the coach is going to be really honest and tell the manager, hey, we're just going to have to find somebody new because I really want to have the best team possible this year. But oftentimes, unfortunately, especially in minor hockey, they go for the players that, you know, have the connections and all that kind of stuff. So in this case, politics does matter a little bit. But what I've noticed here is that as time goes on, more and more, so as you go up the levels throughout minor hockey and then through junior hockey, through college hockey, pro hockey, you start to see the politics play less and less. They really go for who's better versus who knows who, okay, as the players go up, or as the levels go up, I should say. So let me give you another example here to explain that as you move up the levels in hockey, it tends to matter less and less when it comes to the politics and who you know. So let me illustrate this with this example here. So let's say you got a junior hockey team where there's a whole bunch of vets on the team. The coaches have great relationships with these guys, and they've made it clear that they really don't plan on bringing anybody new or hardly anybody new on the team. They're going for a championship this year. In this case, there's politics, right? The coaches, know the players really well. The players all mesh together. They're not planning on bringing anybody new in. But let's say you're at that camp and you score 5 goals a game with a total of 20 goals in in 4 games. Okay, let's say you're absolutely destroying this camp. You're the best player out there. What do you think the coach is going to do? Do you really think the coach is going to be like, you know what? No, I'm good with my team. I don't want this, 5 goal a game guy. Obviously, it's a camp and usually you don't get 5 goals a game. But at the end of the day, let's say it's realistic and you do really destroy. Let's say it's not 5 goals a game, but let's say it's like 2 to 3 goals a game. You're really playing well out there and you're out competing like most of these vets for their positions. The coach is probably going to take you over the people that he's chosen before because this person's so good that you just can't ignore them at that point. So it's really important to understand that even though politics does play a role, if you really rise up and really, outperform every single player on there and you're the best, typically at the higher levels anyways, the politics don't even matter anymore. Like, they're gonna pick you at that point. Minor hockey, however, is a bit of a different beast. Even if this happens, I've seen it unfortunately a few times before, where even if the player's so good, they're so cliquey that they keep their team and all that stuff. But luckily for you guys, this only really occurs in the lower ages of minor hockey. Again, as you progress up the levels, it happens less and less. And my advice for you guys is if you really invest in your development where you're so good that they can't ignore you rise above the politics almost. Okay, who you know really doesn't matter anymore, and if you're the best player, people are going to want you, typically in minor hockey, college hockey, junior hockey, pro hockey, and so on. So really important to invest in your development. And honestly, it doesn't hurt even if you're really good, especially in minor hockey where politics tends to be a bit more of a deciding factor for competitive teams. It doesn't hurt if your parents are willing to be like the manager on the team and stuff like that, just to make sure that you are in with the crowd. Like, obviously you hate playing that game, it's not fun, but you gotta do what you gotta do sometimes, and do whatever you can to have your advantage and to be on the team. Okay, I'm not saying like if your kid's not good enough and to be the manager to finagle your way all the time. That's not what I'm saying. But you know, if you do feel like you have the time to do it, you do feel like you can contribute to the team, it doesn't hurt to do it, just to, you know, ensure that your kid doesn't get, you know, screwed over in a way where he doesn't get picked for that team because of politic reasons alone. So that's my message for you guys. You know, you can definitely, as a recap, politics, who you know, does exist in hockey, but as you move up the ranks, it basically happens less and less. If you want to get on the in a little bit and help with a team in minor hockey, it definitely can help a little bit. But the best thing you can do is to be so good that they can't ignore you, that you rise above the politics in hockey. All right, my friends, that is it for the video. If you made it all the way here, here's that picture that I promised at the beginning of the video. Aww. Amazing, isn't it, right? If you haven't already, absolutely destroy that like button. It goes a really long way. And if you're new here, consider hitting that subscribe button and notification bell so you never miss another video moving forward. If you have any questions whatsoever, I know it was a bit of a shorter video here, but it's a pretty important one. If you have any questions, anything you want to know about politics in hockey, anything hockey related, definitely drop it in the comments section down below, or send us a private email at info@ahadvising.com and we'll get back to you as soon as possible. All right, guys, that is it for the video. Thank you so much for watching, and we'll catch you on that next one.